the more than 200 Chinese poems carved on the wood walls of the barracks. Chinese occupied many of these rooms, sometimes all the rooms, during the 30-year history that this building was open. So that's why we'll find Chinese calligraphy in every room of the barracks. This room represents, originally, was supposed to be a European men's dormitory. We've outfitted it with artifacts from many different countries, including some Asian ones. But please remember that the Asians would have been kept separately from any European immigrants. Most European immigrants ended up on the second floor of our administration building, which used to be right next door here, but it burned to the ground in 1940. But we tried to outline the footprint of the admin building in concrete out there. It extended all the way down to the waterfront and all the way back here beyond the covered stairway, where our dining rooms and kitchens were.
So, like some of the carvings in the wall right here, is that just regular graffiti or is that the Chinese stuff? Or?
Well,
like some of this stuff right here, is
this is
original?
Cyrillic.
Okay, now I see it.
Carved on the 25th day of December in 1915. Do you read Cyrillic?
Yeah.
Reads the Brothers Feingold. So 2 Russian Jewish brothers who in fact did flee across the Trans-Siberian Railroad from persecution in Mother Russia and made their way down to either Japanese or Chinese ports and sailed across the Pacific. After the Chinese being the most numerous detained here came the Japanese, and tied for 3rd and 4th quite possibly could have been the Russians, because a lot of Russian Jews came through. On this wall, you read Urdu or Urmukhi from the Indian subcontinent. We had a woman visitor 2 years ago now who was fluent in both languages, and she told us one man carved his name here in 2 different languages, so he was pretty smart. We have Japanese and German writings throughout the building, because this building was actually used by the U.S. Army during World War II to temporarily house Japanese and German POWs until they could be concentrated, put on trains, and sent to larger POW camps. So any Japanese writing we see, such as on this door frame in pencil, and some German writings scattered throughout the building, which are in pencil for the most part, were probably from World War II, because POWs, of course, would not be allowed to have sharp instruments. In fact, the yellow over gray paint scheme we see here is from the World War II era. The Army repainted the interior of the barracks. It used to be green. We can still see some of the green in the cracks in the paint, and down in the other dormitory I can show you some more green paint. There used to be signs in 5 languages throughout the barracks, not right on the walls. But the Chinese, because they were here the longest on average, under the most severe circumstances in the form of the Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882, designed to keep Chinese out of the country, they were compelled, I guess, to put the thoughts to poetry. And so, we can see some of it here. The Immigration Service, not knowing what this was, all these carvings, whether it was seditious material or pornographic material, they would come through periodically with wood putty and just smooth over it and apply another layer of paint. So we know there are up to 9 layers of lead paint on these walls. Oh my gosh.
This is nice way to do the lighting. You wouldn't have seen this probably unless someone told you.
We used to have flashlights, and we'd shine the light from beneath to apply some shadowing so you could see the contrast.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was here maybe 6, 5, 7 years ago. I was talking about doing the renovation then.
Right.
And it was dark downstairs. It was very dark. And
Exactly.
but this is great.